Hi and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I'm Paul M0EME. I've got back into amateur radio after a long break really due to not having the space, but that's all changed now with a big shed in the garden. Finding these old radio projects packed away for years has given me the idea to make videos showing the progress. Hopefully giving others an incentive to follow or have a go. I'm no radio engineer by any stretch, believe me, but I'm willing to give most things a try, and it either works or it doesn't. Nothing's lost except time and a bit of money. So please forgive my tragic editing skills and follow along, and please comment as we go. This homebrew HF radio is based on the Bitex 20 design by Victor Uniform 2 Echo Sierra Echo, whose aim was to create a low-cost, low-power transceiver using common parts, so radio amateurs from poorer countries could build a working 20-metre single sideband transceiver and get on the air. His design has been modified and copied all over the world, and whilst originally meant to be a single band transceiver, it could easily be adapted to any band or even multiple bands. This version is based on Andy Hunter Golf 6 Lima Bravo Quebec's design, named Multi-Bitex Mark I, with a few modifications of my own. It has a DDS VFO with a 16x2 LCD display, and uses a single sideband crystal filter from an old CB radio. It provided about 15 watts of power and made many contacts all over Europe. The bandpass filter is a third order Butterworth design using parts from Spectrum Communications, and has a low pass filter of 5-element design. I've added some features of my own to the front, for example soft touch buttons, a tune feature which saves you having to whistle into the microphone, RF preamp and RF attenuator. The radio was a real joy to use, and even during a contact with a distant station, they were unaware I was using a homemade radio and just presumed it was a generic Japanese black box. It wasn't till I mentioned the fact that they compliment me on the audio and signal quality. It's a real shame, but this radio suffered some damage after a heavy object fell on it, so I decided to start the Mark II version and started robbing it for parts. Here we are at the Mark II version, a much more compact design this time, but the same idea. This is what I want to complete. It's been a while since I started this radio and I made no notes, so lots of these modifications baffle me now. I really don't know what I was thinking at the time, so I'll just keep it simple and just get it going. I'll leave you with some images just so you can see what we're up against. I'll catch you in a second. So there we go. A lot to get through, I know, but it should be fun. I'm really looking forward to getting some sound out of this thing. It's been a long time coming. So thank you for sticking to the end of the first video. I guess the first is always the hardest. See you next time, and we can start making a plan going forward. Cheers, 7 threes.